Did I play the BR? No, I'm not good enough yet. You see how long? I took 25 minutes to play one game, and most of it was spent in Utah. That's not where you want to be spending all your time. So I had a tangent a while back about I'm sorry, I need to think heavily about everything to play this game right now. JJ Almeida Las Marianas. Gorostiaga Chivilcoy T. Lauquin? I don't really want lyrics right now. Cool. Instrumental version. Silages Palagoidi. I'm so confused. This is like when you have those images that simulate having a stroke where nothing on the screen makes sense to you, even though it all seems to make sense. Lavadero. I think we're in South America. I think. And I'm sure the majority of you who don't exist because this video isn't getting posted anywhere are like, either obviously it is or obviously it's not. Okay, let's check the truck. Check the truck. You got a website for me? Buenos Aires? Buenos Aires is the capital of Argentina. I'm going to dump us here, but I really don't think that's convincing evidence. Huh? Alright, moving on. Another truck, another truck. Miguel Giocoli. Huh. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these words and names don't really make sense with the language. But again, it's just my poor sprachfool. Estacion Forestal. 25 de Mayo. Difficult. Estacion. I don't know why I'm saying it as if I have any idea of how pronunciation works in any language other than German and English. I guess that means like station, right? Estacion. Anyway, while I keep moving along here. Hold on. Chapas Heroes Perfiles Canos. Rionda Chnos. No, that does nothing for me. So part of the reason I've gotten so motivated to improve is partially because I've found enjoyment in TF2 again, which I've never really lost enjoyment for it. I just like didn't really have people to play with very often. So there's a mode in that game called MGE, right? And it is a 1v1 mode designed for practice. But when all of my friends that I played with who were getting into the game started playing in leagues and started playing, climbing their way through ECA, I was always a little bit too scared, a little bit afraid of underperforming. Okay, yes, this is the Argentinian flag. Fiesta de Dia Nacional de Gaucho. This is nothing for me, bro. I'll just keep traveling. But yeah, a little too afraid of underperforming, so I never really took the plunge. But as they continued to get better, I would continue playing them in 1v1. So the mechanical skill side of things and like the raw aim and DM, I really, really enjoyed improving it. To the point of enjoying MGE as its own game mode, right? Not to the point of playing like really cheesy strats in order to win every game, because winning matters to me, right? But it doesn't matter so much that I will like play like a coward just in order to win, right? I'll make sure it's effective practice for both of us, while also playing to win. And I think that that idea or that approach to MG is like all right. Okay, we're 100, 126. I was gonna say meters, probably kilometers. Probably not meters, huh? To Buenos Aires. So that actually is pretty big. And that's going... Where's the sun? I say that as if I have any idea on how to triangulate my location. 5. There it is. We saw Chilvacoy earlier. Send it. Damn. I was a little bit too far down the line. Not bad. Not bad. I'm happy with the first round, though. So, the more I played it, the more I realized that there are certain elements of it that I've really, really enjoyed. Namely, like Scout v Soldier, I found is such like a beautiful, beautiful matchup, even as just like its own game. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I don't know what's up with it. And the reason I say that is because I think it's a stretch to say that it's anywhere close to the depth or the mind games of a fighting game. But there are a few overlapping elements that make me like really, really enjoy it. So first of all, it plays in a few of my sensibilities. The first one being, I like the fact that if I win or lose, it's my fault. Right? There's nothing to blame, no external factors aside from like maybe spawn RNG, but like even then, kind of silly. Hold on, Winkelzentrum Stadt. I'm thinking we are in maybe Amsterdam, because it's like cursed German, right? Let's give it a go. Whew. Not Amsterdam, but it was the Netherlands. Sorry for anyone who's Dutch watching this. That's how I recognize Dutch, is that it's German but like not quite. So anyway, on the MGE tangent, it's Soldier v Scout in particular is such a beautiful game of like reads and fakes. And that's something I realized with more time that I put into AFPSs. Like, when I went from playing, or like the good example of this is the first time I played against Gunsky, in our pickup games, right? Everyone in the community, like we all thought we were pretty good at what we did, right? Like obviously none of us expected to be winning tournaments or anything, but in terms of mechanical skill, we probably considered that we could hang with well, it's like the client arena players, people who are like more mechanics focused, those kinds of game modes, right? But one aspect of AFPSs, or like high time to kill games in general, like it was highly underappreciated, is the dodging aspect. And like a lot of times people who will watch a player who's using rockets and the opponent is dodging everything, they'll be like, bro, you're missing everything, calm down, hit a shot. But there's so much more to it than that. Like, there's this constant mental, like, micro game, I guess. I can't really think of the term right now. Of constantly trying to get your opponent to read the wrong options. Like, something as simple as moving in one direction and then turning around as soon as you predict they're going to fire their rocket. Like, that's the most basic idea behind a dodge. And, like, we just didn't do that. Right? Even though the rockets are overpowered and diabolical, like they were even more so because none of us knew how to dodge. And like people would be complaining all the time about how like, oh, this guy just takes out rockets mid-fight. Like, dude, you're literally eating them for breakfast. Like, what do you expect? But yeah, like once I started playing more outside of the community, started playing more war games against people who are like rostered and such. I have no idea where we are, by the way. This is crazy. I'm guessing that we're in the United States, based on the just the way it looks, and a little bit to do with the signs. But even then, I'm not sure about that. Like, these skies are a little bit too blue to be the US, right? FMC parking? Oh, are we in the right or left? We're in the right, yeah. Okay, probably the US then. I guess it could be other places, though. Like, that's a big mountain. But anyway. I love that little aspect of skill, like that little skill indexing aspect that just makes the game so much more interesting. Like once you think about it, like all the different ways that you can trip someone up, get yourself an opening and just make the most of it. It's so cool to me. And that's like the whole point of Scout v Soldier, right? Thank you. That is big. Northern Arizona. Sorry, like somewhere over here, I guess. 89 once again. But yeah, that's the entire point of the matchup of Scout v Soldier, where one player is constantly trying to engineer fakes, and the other player is constantly trying to see through them and hit these hard reads in order to win the rounds, right? And I think it's such a satisfying dynamic to be on either side of that equation. Even like if you lose, like I love getting crossed up. There's something that goes off in my head. I'm like, okay, you outplayed me so bad. Like I wasn't even close. Like when I aim in like the completely wrong side of the screen because they make a last second air strafe, taking them completely in the opposite direction. Like I can't help but feel happy that someone outplayed me that bad. And I recently had an experience, or semi-recently, of meeting this person who played at the highest level of TF2 Invite, as a soldier, but they also really, really enjoy Scout and MGE in particular for the reasons that I mentioned. And I've always considered myself pretty decent at MGE. Because I've played it so much. Like I said earlier, that as people kept getting better, I would just be keeping up with them in terms of DM. So that was like, I wouldn't say my claim to fame, but it's the only way I can potentially compare it to better players, right? Is just raw DM. So my best score against them, I believe, was, or I should first say, we played for 3 hours straight. Played every single matchup in the game, except for Scout v Scout, because that one blows. And I did not win a single time. It's like a first to 20 game mode, and every time you die, you both come back with full HP. I lost for 3 hours straight, and I thought that was like the sickest thing, because it was like turning on a light. Suddenly, I understood the game better. I understood what Scouts can do a little more, and like all of these weaknesses that I see, and like watching my own gameplay again, like damn. So I met someone else later who was also very good at Scout, who had a very different style, but nonetheless, still helped me get better with that matchup in particular. And then it was like a month after I got stomped for 3 hours straight, I played against that player again, and I won. Like that was so unbelievably satisfying. Like I have it clipped just to see what I did that worked, and then also to get that moment captured. And like every time I watch it, it just brings a massive smile across my face. Okay, I actually do like this song, but it's a little bit much for me right now. Right, because it's that sense of like I couldn't do it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I can't beat them. Not that I was getting frustrated, because I actually was having a lot of fun, but seeing that the fruits of your labor pay off and the progression go forth, and then I can do what I couldn't do before, like that was so cathartic to me. So I have no clue where we are. Let's say we're here. Yeah, okay, a little bit south, and we're down the trick. Still, a pretty solid run thus far, I must say. Okay, so here's where I get to use my new tech. Yeah, this language, using like Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos, Are we driving on the right or the left? We're driving on the left. So that means, I think that means we're in Thailand. I think that means we're in Thailand. If I've mixed it up, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay. This means nothing to me. So a lot of Thailand is, or at least the guesses I've got on GeoGuessr, are much less developed than this, right? So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh, where do I get me one of those? But I'll keep looking around for a bit as I continue to talk about MG and nerding out. But like, it's that tangible sense of improvement that I just live for. Obviously, like, it's the whole basis of my persona and my channel, right? But even aside from that, it's rare to get those moments of reflection and of accomplishment in something that you care so much about. And it makes me wish that I could spend more time with something like that. You know? This person that I talked to, or I played against, I'm talking about right now, we had a conversation a while back about how when we first met and they saw my channel, we were like, I think you and I are different, is what they said. You seem to find enjoyment from seeing that day-to-day improvement and that progression of getting better. But that's not what I improve for. I improve for the feeling of having complete control of my character in game, like doing exactly what I want to do, like in my head. The idea and the execution are like almost one-to-one. And then of course, like competing at the top of the top level, not stopping until, I mean, not the best, but competing among the best is what they said was the difference between them and I. And I definitely agree that a lot of like a big criticism you could levy against me is definitely the fact that despite being interested in so many God, these are so bad, so many different hobbies and games and competitive ventures, I never really got good at any of them. Or I wouldn't say not got good, that's a little bit reductive, but I never got to a top level in anything, which is fine, you know. And there are a few reasons that happens. I think I mentioned earlier that idea of like putting so much time into something and then later on realizing like, why am I doing this? Like, this is a waste of time. That's kind of what happened with OS. I wouldn't even say that's really true. I'd say OS was more of a result of wanting to play with and against other people. But nonetheless, okay, let's think for a moment. We're probably somewhat more towards the south. How far are the mountains? Mountains are over there. Maybe we're like over here? Maybe a little bit more south. I don't know, man. Meisai. Do we see anything? Golden Triangle, Meisai. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna put us like here. I'll put us here. No, man. The northmost point? Wow. That's crazy. I mean, I want to say it's unlucky. It's not really. Like, you either know it or you don't, right? But, oh man, that hurts. That really hurts. Still, this is a good run. Even after that mega beef. Huh. So I'm pretty sure... Are we in Europe? I actually can't quite tell. Maybe Canada? The blue signage is interesting to me. But I did want to continue on that one point there, where I do think that if the right thing came along where it had the correct cross section of like sustainability, as in like in the sense of a game, something I could play for a long time and it wouldn't interfere that much with the other priorities in my life. So the best example would be like if I wanted to pursue TF2 in a huge way, like I wanted to get really good at it, I think it would need to be a more popular game. Like if it was as popular as CS, I'd probably have like double the time in it, which sounds like silly, it sounds shallow, and I guess it is to some extent, but like maybe that wasn't true in the past. Like I don't think I really cared about the player base size, but now where it's a concern about like my future, right, I think it matters more to me, where I would want it to be like a part of my streaming career and it to be a bit more like I would have more of an end goal. Org. So yes, I think we are in the either United States or Canada. I don't know enough about the signage. I know a lot of people can determine location based on like license plate. Ooh, is that New York? Blue, yellow? I don't think so. No, it's definitely not. Polk County. But yeah, like I was saying, I really do think I could be that kind of person, to be so obsessive about one thing and that like constant drive to be the best at something. Because that is honestly my mindset when I get into games like OS or like pen spinning. Is like I want to be better at this than anyone ever was in history. But at some point I like wake up. I start thinking about like why. And like yes, it would be satisfying. Yes, it would be cool, but like then what? And the other inspiring factor, oh, we're in Iowa. Dang. I get lucky, to be honest, where they just tell me where it is, because honestly, I'm not doing so hot. That we're in Europe. Ooh, what's this? We could probably find this building. This looks pretty noteworthy. Science Center of Iowa, a blank IMAX Dome Theater. So I imagine, I don't know which part of Iowa is the most urbanized. How about here? Science Center? How do we get to the Science Center? This is it. This is the 5K. Holy shit. I'm beefing. Where was it? Dude. Fuck. Take me back. How could I not see that giant like glass building? I will get 5K. I swear to you, I will get 5K. Hold on. Burger King? Look for the fork. How far did I go? Come on. Where is this fine dining establishment known as Burger King on the map? Starbucks. It's nearby. I'm pretty sure I saw it earlier. US Bank? Salvation Army Thrift Store. Zombie Burger Food and Drink. That's a terrible name. Is this the right one though? Hold on. Are we in East Court Street? 6th Avenue. Oh my god, if I got scammed out of it because there's a second Burger King, I would have been livid. Okay. Walnut Street. East Court Avenue. Is this Walnut Street? I saw. Wait, where was that? Right here. But this is East Walnut Street. Is that the same thing? I don't think so. I feel like we would see the US Bank here if it was also in this area. How is this Burger King here but not the other one then? I'm losing my mind. I wanted to backtrack from the this is normal Walnut Street, man. It can't be the same. Where's the Science Center? There it is. Polk County Historic Courthouse. Where's 6th Street? 6th Avenue. McDonald's? We're so close, man. I want it so bad. Come on, 6th Avenue, Center Street. This is 5th Avenue. There's a Justice Center. Wasn't that? It's a courthouse. Not quite the same. Not quite the same. So we're 6th Avenue. Keep going. Clark. In-N-Out Market. What is happening, bro? How am I so lost? I was at the Science Center and I'm beeping it. No, I refuse to accept anything other than 5K. I will get this. Come on. Science Center of Iowa. Market Street. 6th Avenue. Courthouse. Come and go? Come on. Come on. You gotta know what you're getting into when you name a restaurant like that. It's not a restaurant, whatever it is. Okay, what is this intersection? Isn't it Walnut Street? What? Oh, it's over there. I thought it was on the bridge itself. Walnut Street, 600N. And 6th Avenue. Center. I don't think it's this far north. I think we're further down. But 6th Avenue's over. It's been canceled. I'm losing my goddamn mind. It even says it here. Wait, hold on. US Bank branch? Where is that? It's right here. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Oh. What do you mean? What do you mean it was here? You liar. This is where I started. US Bank ATM? Whatever, man. I got the 5K. I'm happy. That took far too long. Heck you, Iowa. 22K, baby. That took so long. The tie guess fucked me, man. That could have been so good. For my standards, at least. Thailand, how could you do this to me?